Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news going on when it comes to Sony. And it kind of seems like their brand new basic combination of PS Plus and PS Now, and maybe a few other things as well, put together, might actually be happening sooner than we thought. As well as also, we have some very intriguing news when it comes to big retailers also removing one of these things. And this also has been apparently happening in America too as well. So we have a lot of stuff all put together, which I do think will actually be leading towards the next upcoming really big Sony update. And if for some odd reason you guys don't know about it, we'll make sure to go into it a little bit on this video itself. We covered it maybe a few months back, although it's kind of basically the next step when it comes to next developing Sony and PlayStation ecosystem. So very cool to go and see, and very cool news as well. So if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. And of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. Always linked down below. And let's go dive on the video itself. So as I mentioned, around a little bit ago, there's actually a brand new thing called PS5 Spartacus. So basically, instead of the PS Now, which is basically you have a chance to go and live stream games and basically kind of actively download as you stream the game you're playing, we also have the normal PS Plus, which is like the usual. You get a free game once a month, you get a few of those few games, you get to go play online, get a few other little various features. But kind of the main thought process was that PS Now isn't really that good, and PS Plus is good, but could be a lot better. It also has some really cool acquisitions when it comes to really big anime services too as well, Crunchyroll and Funimation especially, and also with brand new HBO series. There's just a lot of stuff that can be actually utilized all collectively to make a somewhat better service. So this kind of goes to the next step on this. So while we actually have seen a few various regions such as Poland go and test out game streaming in terms of like trials and stuff like that, but as well as also with actual video itself, like actual shows that has actually already been trialed out and has been tested out already before, as well as also we've had other various things too, such as PS Plus, additional things, etc. So what's going to be the next part of this? Obviously, the next part of this is actually finally making it a real thing. So some intriguing news over here that we've had a chance to see thrown around pretty much everywhere is that Sony is now officially pulling PlayStation Now retail cards from UK retailers. And kind of a part two of this to throw in here too as well. Apparently this is now a brand new thing too as well that was also being removed in the United States. So if you guys want to go to like say like the 7-Elevens, gas stations, stores or whatever, apparently most PlayStation Now cards, like again, if you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like the streaming service, have actually been pulled officially from retail. So they're like, you can't sell these. It's not going to be a new feature. Start getting rid of them now. So if someone utilizes them, they're not going to be sitting on a useless card they can't use. It's like if Amazon goes out of business. So we actually have had the reports over here basically stating gamers in the UK or United Kingdom will no longer have the option to buy a subscription to PlayStation Now at UK retailers. So kind of just going to stuff here, we saw stuff on Reddit, we saw it on other various sources. By Friday, January 21st, retailers in the country will have to now then officially pull PS Now cards from their shelves. This is according to messaging that's been going out to stores like Game, which is kind of like GameStop, but just in the UK too as well. And the official statement for this actually came out here too, stating stores have until the close of day, Wednesday 19th in January, so these next upcoming few days, to remove all POSD and ESD cards from all customer-facing areas and then update their digital bays in line with this week's upcoming commercial update. So very intriguing. So PlayStation Now, as you guys, as I just kind of went through, is kind of like the streaming service where basically you have a chance to go and check out a bunch of different other cool games as well, but it is separate. So it is not the same as PlayStation Plus, which I've always stood by. It really should just be collectively a one system thing. Basically, you probably even have maybe a few extra subscribers or have all the people that are jointly together go and be able to use it. Or you may lose like a little bit of money, at least in the initial step, of basically having more people on PS Plus and kind of just making the PS Plus subscription service even better. It's just overall nicer. Plus as well, they also use less bandwidth, which actually does cost a decent amount of money to go and host and stream up all this stuff. Not a crazy amount, but if a lot of people are using it, it does add up. Now, as we kind of mentioned too, there's that really big PS Spartacus rumor / next big step. So, kind of the big thing over here from Bluebird basically was saying they're going to put everything on PS Plus, while also then having different tiers. So, it kind of goes into the point where they want to get rid of PlayStation Plus and basically make it better. Make more, think maybe like a Netflix where it has various features. You could have slightly better features. You could go pay extra money for like 4K. You could pay extra money for bigger like streams, or maybe in a good example as well as maybe Amazon, where while it may have actually gotten more expensive as time's gone on, it also has now started to include other various things such as like, you know, the music. You have Amazon Prime shows, Amazon Prime like stuff, Twitch Prime. If you guys ever have the Prime subs, always use it up on my Twitch if you guys want to, and all that stuff too as well. So basically, this PS Now subscription finally going away. And as I mentioned, it's also in America on top of that too as well. So as you guys can even see up on the article too, give credit where credit is all due to as well. I heard about that from just on Twitter and people mentioning that to me. But in the state of article 2 over here from Jeff, I've also heard that retailers in the US and Canada began pulling PS Now cards too as well, which I've actually seen that too on top of that. And the PlayStation spokesperson had nothing to go and say about a new tiered PS Plus subscription. Globally, we are moving from PlayStation Now gift cards to focus on our current cash denomination PlayStation gift cards, which can also be redeemed for PlayStation Now. But if you guys have been all around over here, you kind of know that usually is kind of like, yeah, we just have to give you a non-answer because we can't give you a real answer because the PS5 Spartacus might even be closer than we expect. No, it also still be at the end of the year too as well. So kind of the big thing too is that they can still utilize all this stuff. They can still use PS Now, etc., etc. But the one big thing, too, is that they've actually made a lot of money. They made $3.2 billion throughout this past year. So it's really nice to have people kind of on that subscription plan where you have PS Plus and PS Now. But the really big thing is they have so much other stuff they can go and put all together, such as Ricky mentions PS like Spartacus thing, to go and compete with Game Pass, compete with PC, etc., that this is looking kind of good. So this is kind of more on the speculation side or all of that. Imagine if you had a PlayStation Spartacus plan and you were able to then go and utilize PC gaming, kind of how Xbox Game Pass does, because Sony is moving to PC. So now imagine all that put together where you now have a chance to go and now play your games through a subscription plan or through live streaming, you know, such as like, you know, how they have it for PS Now, where you can maybe go play your Sony games on your PC. Now you can do that already with Xbox. That would be phenomenal. As I mentioned before, you have things like Crunchyroll and Funimation, which already are accruing money. They already do have subscription plans. But then imagine what if you had a pro membership, or maybe you pay an extra $5 a month for your PS Plus, and then with the extra benefits, you also get to go have a Crunchyroll subscription. You know, if you guys like watching anime and stuff like that. Or sometimes they have things where they will go and showcase and up and highlight stuff like The Last of Us show, which is being currently made, or the Uncharted movies, Uncharted shows as well, where you can also, once again, maybe you'll put those all together and make an awesome, cool new system. So now this isn't necessarily me like speculating. It is a little bit, but it's more so because this has already been leaked. Like a lot of folks over here too as well is all on the PS Spartacus. This has been mentioned before, it's been leaked before, and now we're seeing the very first initial steps of the PS Now kind of being taken away and kind of somewhat slowly being phased on out. Especially too because you already have so many user base. So as of right now, the user base is around like 100 million PS4 and PS5 users for PS Plus. Or more so, I guess, actually, not the halfway. It's not the halfway, so it's my bet on that one. It's around 50 million, but you have 104 million potential users for it. I think right now the last expected numbers were for PS Now were under the 5 millions. I could be wrong, but I think that was at the last like leak or speculated number. So while you could have still maybe an extra 5 million users using PS Now, I'm sure as time's gone on, it's probably gone more and more down, especially with really cool things like the PlayStation Collective. We have a chance to go check out a lot of the really cool PS4 games. So, as of right now, do you really need to go have PS Now? Because a lot of the games go on sale, a lot of games are just chill, and most people are usually still at home, and they're not necessarily going on a business trip where they need to have streamable games, or they're not going to be going like, traveling too much. So, I don't know. Basically, kind of the end all be all for this is the PS Now finally fulling and pulling. All these things definitely leads to a lot more of the next step for the PlayStation service. And as well, there's so much good potential when it comes to this. I personally cannot wait to go be able to utilize a better PS Plus. I currently have both PlayStation Plus as well as Xbox Game Pass. And I've always kind of critiqued the PlayStation or the Xbox Series X Game Pass is way better. So if we can have a little bit more extra options, a little bit more extra features, and overall just a nicer vibe for the PlayStation Plus subscriptions or tiered service so people can pick out their own service, I am 100% down with that and would love to see it. So Give you guys some good details on this one, kind of give you guys the reminders on the Spartacus, and hopefully you guys can give me your thoughts and comments down below. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, linked down below. If you guys want to follow up on either or, and of course sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys will get a bunch of free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Leave a like and your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys later on throughout today for some more drops. And also be on the lookout for that Walmart restock too as well.